GamerJlee here, and welcome back to another video. And today we are on Halo the Master Chief Collection, the flight for Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary on PC. Yes, I actually got into this flight. I'm extremely excited. I actually got into this flight on Thursday, and funny enough, that was the same night I was going to see the movie of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was an excellent movie. And if you want to check out my review of that, it'll be in the top right corner right about now. But we are going to check out the flight because there's a lot of new features, a lot of new things to check out. And honestly, I've been pretty excited to see what they brought to the table. So the first thing they actually brought to the table for new features is Message of the Day, which I don't get how like this is something to be excited about. I know it's new, but it's something that should have probably been in the game at launch. I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like this is a hard thing to get developed and designed for your game, and it shouldn't take 2.5 months to get in the game. And guess what? It's not even in the main game yet. It's only in the flight. So I'm not exactly sure how exactly this is in a flight and why this needs to be flight tested. I don't know. The next thing they actually brought on is network pings. Now, here's the problem with it though. It's the same kind of network pings that they do in the MCC version on Xbox. It's not in game. It's not something you can look at while you're loading into a match. It's only available in the settings tab under network. You can only see it there. And honestly, I don't see any point to having this feature. Honestly, unless it's either before the game or it is in the game where I can see it through the scoreboard, I don't see any point in having this feature. If there's no way for me to overlay it somewhere on my screen, there's no point, because the only way I'm going to be able to see it is in the settings menu, not during the game. It's not going to do me any good to look at something that I can't see while I'm in the match and see what my actual ping is in a game. I can only see it outside the game in the main menu through the settings tab. You can't even see it in game, so I don't see any point to this unless it's put in game. The next thing they added, and this is one that I've been complaining about, that many people have been complaining about, is push to talk features as well as remapping of both the text chat and the voice chat. And this is something I've been bitching about before the game was even released. This is something that has been a problem before the release, during the first flight. And honestly, I'm glad they're testing it. I don't think it should have taken 2.5 months to do, but it's here, it works. I hope to God that, sooner or later they'll get to the point where they can add push to talk on a controller. That's not in this flight, only on keyboard and mouse, but it would be nice to have this. But the good thing is that if you're on controller, you actually have the option to remove push to talk, so you have a open mic. The only problem is if you're streaming or if you're in a Discord call like I usually do, you can't do push to talk with a controller. You have to do push to talk with the mouse. And usually no one wants to hear your Discord call with your buddies, especially whenever they're in game and doing their own thing and talking to different people. The next thing and the biggest thing in this entire flight is Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Campaign and Multiplayer. Now, this is really exciting to a lot of people, mainly due to the fact that a lot of people have been wanting to move on from Reach. Reach is fun, but it gets old, it gets repetitive, and honestly, people want to get on to the other Halo games. The problem is, in my opinion, Halo 1, when it comes to multiplayer, is one of the weakest. Campaign wise, it's great. I honestly prefer the campaign of Halo 1 more than Reach, but the thing about it is multiplayer is just not that fun. It's a great nostalgia hit. It's honestly, one of the ones that started it all for all of us, but the problem is it's just not fun, especially with pistol starts. Now in OG Halo, you start with a plasma pistol, and if they had done that, that'd be perfectly fine. But the time to kill in Halo 1 CE is way too fast, especially when you have pistol starts where you can kill someone halfway across the map in Beaver Creek or in Blood Gulch. You can kill someone halfway across the map in Blood Gulch, or just nail anyone out of any vehicle easier than a battle rifle. The time to kill on the original pistol is way too fast, and I don't think this is going to be bringing back anyone for multiplayer for more than a week. When it comes to campaign, there you go. You got a fun classic campaign here on PC. But the problem is we've already had that. We have already had this game on PC. Now, it wasn't an extremely well optimized port, but it is something that a lot of people want to go back and check out and experience. The next thing to come to this flight is the new Halo Reach crouch behavior, and this is something a lot of people have been complaining about and bitching about on PC. Now, I kind of understand why, because the thing is that the crouch behavior in Halo is different than most multiplayer games on PC, because usually in other games like CSGO and so on, you have a walk key. In Half-Life, you have a walk key. In a number of other games, you have a walk key to shift your speed. Unfortunately, in Halo, it's based around a console game where you're playing on sticks and you can slow down your movement. In PC, you can't really do that unless they give you a key, which I was kind of hoping they would do, but they did the next best thing. You can just hit control and start crouching while taking your shots. Now, this is going to make fighting a lot funner and a lot less predictable, I would say, compared to most matches in Halo, where you just have a guy moving full speed back and forth and you're able to predict the shots. Where on console, people would slow down, crouch, so on and so forth. So I think it's gonna be much more like that, but even a little more unpredictable, since it's full speed and you don't know when someone's gonna crouch. You can usually detect that on the console version because they slow down, they go for their crouch, and then they come back up. Honestly, I think this is a good feature. I kind of wish that they would have added something like the walk key, the shift key to walk, because honestly, that'd be great for machinima, like I said in one of my previous videos. But this is still good. I think it's going to make combat a lot more fun, and I think a lot more people are going to enjoy this compared to the current solution of stopping completely and then going on to try and crouch. But there is one thing that I need to cover before we jump into anything else, because we're going to jump into some multiplayer here in a second of Halo CE. But first, there's something we need to talk about, and that is a glitch with this actual flight. So if we head over to configure key bindings and we go down here to actions, you guys can see it's typical. You've got fire on your regular key, you have zoom on your mouse too. But the problem is, if you go into campaign with the default settings they rock you with in this game, in this flight, guess what? You can't zoom. And it's a glitch that honestly they need to fix ASAP, and there needs to be a patch for this flight before we can move on, because this vehicle function 1 is set to mouse 2. Now that's pretty typical, I believe, in the default game. That's what it's set to, and it's got a multi-purpose function. I could be wrong, I could be right, but the thing is it doesn't work properly in this flight. It actually causes a conflict where you can't zoom anymore. So what you got to do is actually switch this off to a key that you don't use. I don't use 2. I actually use that for something else. Oh, it actually uses it for night vision. So what I'm going to do is actually shift this to 2 and this to 3 just for now. Honestly, they need to fix this. This is in your flight. This is something that people have been reporting to you. And what's good is that people are getting this across to Postums and the rest of the 343 team. Hopefully they'll jump on this and we can get ourselves a good flight going. And once this comes out, this won't be an issue. If it's an issue whenever it comes out, you're going to have a problem, 343, not going to lie. But enough talk about all the new features. Let's actually go out and check out the Halo CE multiplayer on PC in glorious 144 hertz, at least for me. So we just finally got into a game, and what's funny is we got Prisoner, which I actually played recently in my last video, which you guys can go check out, the Halo Reach freeze tag winter contingency video. But I kind of want to do a little bit of commentary here and kind of honestly tell you guys my feelings whenever it comes to Halo CE and the PC launch. I don't think that this is going to be a draw for Halo on PC. I think that this is going to last a week, and then people are going to move on and do other things. I don't see Halo CE's multiplayer, especially with how broken the spawns are and everything, drawing people back for more than a week. Now, when it came to Halo Reach, it was the first one to come back, and honestly, it is got a actually much more optimized multiplayer compared to Halo CE, which has broken spawns. It has a starting weapon that honestly is extremely too fast on the time to kill for, you know, most people. And honestly, I just don't see it being a draw. I see people coming back on Twitch for 1 week to play the campaign and a little bit of multiplayer, and then they're either going to go back to playing Halo Reach, or they are going to move on and play other games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and so on and so forth. I don't think we're going to see a true resurgence on PC until Halo 2 or 3 come out, which I hope to God are right around the corner, because if not, this project is going to die faster than the fucking push for Roman Reigns in WWE, because God, people loved him, but as soon as, you know, we got too much of him and we didn't get what we wanted, people turned on him faster than you could say Shane McMahon. Honestly, I'm just not a fan of Halo CE multiplayer, especially with how weapons work. They feel very jank, I guess. And I've never really enjoyed it even in the MCC, because I tried to push myself to do the team doubles and everything, and I just never enjoyed it. I tried doing it with my good friend Vinyl. We've done multiple streams of it. I just can never sit myself down and, you know, force myself to play Halo CE in any, you know, sense. Even in big team, I don't have fun, because it's way too hectic and the time to kill is way too fast, especially when you have a weapon that has the range of the pistol that is almost infinite. It's crazy distant compared to other weapons in the series, and it's just not fun. I really can see people getting annoyed with this and just saying, okay, I have my fun for a week, and the actual unlocks for the season are not that impressive. I'm just gonna go back to Reach, or hell, I'm just gonna go back to other Halo games. I really do not see this becoming a draw for Halo on PC, because we've already had this game on PC for years, and I don't, you know, besides it being 144 hertz and, you know, the animations being proper and so on and so forth, I just don't see it happening. I hate to be a negative Nancy, I hate to rain on people's parade, but, you know, people come to me for the honest truth and how I feel about the current state of Halo. That's how I currently feel. I don't think that this is going to bring back a strong influx of players. I think if anything, it'll bring them back for a week. They're going to move on, and then we're going to see a decline again in the numbers of Halo and MCC on PC. You're going to see an influx of people on Twitch streaming the campaign, playing through the campaign on Legendary, doing speed runs or whatever, but you're not going to see it last long. And then after about a week, maybe 2 weeks max, you're going to see people dropping off and playing other games again, or going back to Reach. There we go. There we go. Got the final kill of the game. Also, the scoreboard's fucked up. I just noticed that. What is up with that scoreboard there? Hello? Ripper Skills? Whatever the hell that guy's name was? Why are you all the way to the right? What the hell was that? But like I was saying, I was talking to Elvar the other night. We were kind of, you know, shooting the shit. I said, look, I want to get on this. I want to get this video done as soon as I could. Unfortunately, it took a little while, mainly because I went to Sonic the Hedgehog, which was an amazing movie. And then I also went to NXT Portland. That was an awesome event, which you can go check out my Instagram, where I did a bunch of Instagram stories from NXT Portland of all the entrances and so on and so forth. I had a great time. But we were talking about it, and he was just laughing his ass off. He's like, this isn't going to bring people back for more than a week. I think he has a point there. I don't think Halo C is going to bring people back for more than a week. I think that it's going to come, it's going to go, and then people are going to be waiting until Halo 2. Once we see Halo 2, once we see Halo 3, I think you've got a draw there. I think you're going to have something that's going to bring back players and bring back retention. And honestly, I think that it's going to be the beginning of a resurgence on PC. I don't think Reach could do it. I don't think that Halo CE can do it, especially because of, one, the multiplayer being so fast and unoptimized in a way. I know that's really weird to say unoptimized, but with pistols, did I turn Russian, comrade? What the hell is this shit? But with pistol starts and not having plasma pistol starts where you have to get the pistols and use them like you would a BR, the time to kill is way too fast. The spawns are completely broken. I don't see this being fun for a lot of people. I see a lot of people just waiting until Halos 2 and 3 come out, and maybe even 4. So those are just my opinion, but what are yours? Let me know down in the comment section down below. I will also have all of my links to every social: Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Discord, and I will be streaming later tonight on Twitch at 6 p.m. PST. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on it. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike on it. And as always, GamerJlee signing out. See you guys next time.